Hi, so for the challenge this week, we are going to use a ball and an elastic. So just a loop band. This one's heavy resistance, but use what you have got, or you can do it without. So I'm going to show you some of the exercises with, and then we're going to layer on. We're going to try and get 10 exercises, and then we can repeat it throughout the week. Put your kettle on and do the exercise as the kettle's boiling, and see if you can build it into each day. Okay, let's start off with just warming the feet up. So we're going to lift one heel and we'll switch, do 10 of these. So what I want you to do is lift the heels off and really try and sink the heel down. Think of extending that big toe as you lift off. Keep going, paddling the heels. Have a little pause each time you press the heel into the ground. And use that exhale to start to draw that attention into the core. As we exhale, we're going to try and bring that belly button in towards the spine, really trying to control that core. 2 more, last one, and sink both heels down. Okay, we'll bring the heels in together and we'll turn the heels out and in for 10. And 3. And 4. And 5. And 6. And 7. And 8. And 9. And 10. Okay, keep the heels in from there, and I want you to turn the toes in, turn the toes out, and in, and out. You'll feel this into your hips as well as your glutes, as well as warming those feet up. We've got 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, bring your feet up and sink down. This is where we're going to use the ball. Okay, so if you don't have a ball, you can even press onto a cushion for this one. So we'll start with our right heel on top of the ball. I'm going to sink down a little bit. I just want to lift this left heel off. And as you lower that heel down, I want you to press into that ball. So we're going to lift and press, lift and press, lift and press, up and press, lift and press. Got 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, and bring it down, and we'll switch sides so you can see what happens on the other side this time. So heel, left heel onto the ball this time, sink a little bit down. I'm going to lift this right heel, lift, press the ball, inhale, exhale, that control still, inhale, exhale. Try and keep that neck nice and long, rolling those shoulders back. Think of that key alignment, tucking your tailbone under. Pressing that ball. Think of that pressing the ball as a control into that core. So each time you press, exhale and use that core. Last one. And bring it all the way back in. Okay, let's use the ball just by the ankles this time. Okay, so feet are parallel, distance, toes facing forwards. And we're going to lift the heels off, squeeze on the way down. Inhale and squeeze on the way down. Inhale and squeeze on the way down. Inhale and then exhale. You've got 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, and then we'll just move the ball to the side and let's use the elastic. So if you're doing that without the ball, you can simply just lift and lower. Right, we're going to place the elastic around the ankle, just above the ankle. I'm going to get a little bit wider. Okay, and we're going to start again. We're going to lift, but this time we're going to go up for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. And do the same. If you've not got the elastic with you and you're doing this throughout the day, then don't worry, the same thing. So it's that slow lift, 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 exhale, down, down, down. 4 up, 2, 3, 4, 4 down, 3, 2, 1, and up, and down, and up, 2, 3, 4, and down. Last 3, 2, 3, 4, and down. Last 2, 2, 3, 4 and down. Last 1, 2, 3, 4 and down. Well done. Okay, we're going to use the elastic more onto the foot. Okay, so just below where the toes are, so if you've got socks on, it's not, so you're just standing on it with the ball of your foot. Okay, and we're going to repeat the same exercise we did at the beginning. And again, you do this without the elastic. So you're going to turn the toes out, bring them back in. Turn out and in. If you're doing it without the elastic, I want you to repeat it 3 times. Okay, so we turn out and in. Turn out and in. We'll do 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, you're going to lift your right heel off and place it slightly further in front. Okay, and from here we're going to bend that knee slightly and we're going to lift and press. Lift and press. So you're almost taking more weight through this leg than this, almost all of your weight through this leg, sorry, than this leg. Okay, let's do another 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and bring it up and we'll switch, stepping forwards, lift that heel, sink, ready? You're going to lift and lower, lift for 3 and 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 and bring it back in from there. Okay, let's bring the elastic up above the knees this time, and as always you don't need to have the equipment, you can do it without. We're going to bring the heels in together. We're going to turn into our, sink into our plie position, into our first position squat, and then from here we're going to lift the heels off and then lower it back down, lift and then lower it back down, lift and down, up and down, up and down. Do 4, 3 and 2 and 1. Heels are down and bring those feet out to parallel. Okay, you're going to sink down from there, tuck your tailbone under, and now, so still a little bit of resistance onto elastic if you're using the elastic there. We're going to lift for 10 and 9, 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, all the way up and sink down. Okay, keep the elastic on, combining the two. So we're going to start with lifting our heels off, we'll turn our feet out and sink to parallel. Lift into your parallel, bring it in to your plie, into your first position. Up, out and down, up, in and down, up, parallel and down. Take your time, lift, as you bring it down, that's when we're going to exhale. Up, out and down, up, in and down. 3 more. And 2. And last 1. Well done. Okay, and from here we're going to lower the elastic and bring it back to parallel. Okay, I want you to come back to halfway with that lift. Halfway, and then you're going to go tap down for 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, for 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Then you're going to go halfway and then all the way up. Halfway down, and 10, and halfway down, up, and down. This is 8, and down. This is 7, and down. 6, and down, for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And your last exercise, you're going to hover almost just a skim off the floor, and we're going to tap, 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 tap. Do 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and release. Take the elastic away, and for a stretch, step one leg in front of the other, and we'll hold into that static stretch. You should be warm from all those dynamic moves. Press that knee forwards and just hold. Imagine that arrow is pointing down to the back, and this arrow is pointing forward. The shoulders are all back, the neck is nice and long. And bring that leg in. You can hold for a bit longer if you need to, if that feels good. Even repeat that stretch. And bring it in, and we'll finish there.